Okay, it's 8 o'clock. So very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Buddhist Mahavihara's BMV Dhammadana series. And this Friday, we have with us Bhante Professor Lenagala Siriniwasa. And Bhante will be talking about a layman's guide to respecting Buddhist monks. Could I request those of you sitting at the back to move forward so that those who are coming late can fill up the back seats? If you don't mind, come forward. Yeah, some seats here. Come. So this topic we thought about would be useful for us, especially now that this is the Vasana season, right? It's 3 months of Vasana, which the monks normally observe in monasteries. And it'll be useful for us as lay people to how we interact with Buddhist monks, when we come to the temple, and vice versa, how they will react to us and how we should pay respects to them, etc. So Bhante will be talking about those subjects or those matters this evening. So without much ado, let me just read out Bhante's profile for those of you who don't know Bhante. Now, Bhante Professor Lenagala Siriniwasa was the former Dean of the Faculty of Language Studies at the Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka. He's currently the Professor of Sanskrit at the same university. He obtained his BA, first class, from the University of Kelaniya in Sri Lanka. He then obtained his first master's degree, a first class degree from the University of Delhi, and then completed his PhD at the Benares Hindu University in Varanasi, India. He was awarded an Indian Council for Cultural Relations, ICCRC scholarship, and also an Indo-Lanka scholarship for his postgraduate studies. Bhante's research, or keen research, is on Buddhist Sanskrit and Vedic Sanskrit. Bhante has also authored many books in Sinhala, and currently there's a book in publication, an English book, which will be published by the Buddhist Mahavihara soon. He has a deep interest in samatha and vipassana meditation, and he has experience to guide practitioners to reach higher spiritual goals, and he's the founder of the Satimat Viveka Senasuna Center for Mindfulness and Relaxation at Ruvanvela, Sri Lanka. In this respect, Bhante will be organizing a 2-day meditation retreat on the 17th and 18th of this month. It's a Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be a stay-in meditation retreat. So if you'd like to follow Bhante's advice and teaching on meditation, please do follow us on Sati. It'll be on mindfulness for daily living. Okay. So without much ado, let me invite Bhante to start this evening's Dhamma sharing. Bhante?
Okay. Good evening to you all. Let's start Dhamma talk. First of all, observe 5 precepts. Say sadhu 3 times. Recite Namo Tassa Bhagavato 3 times. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Pānātipātā vēramani sikkhaපadaṃ samādhiyāmi. Adinādānā vēramani sikkhaපadaṃ samādhiyāmi. Kāmesu miccācārā vēramani sikkhaපadaṃ samādhiyāmi. Musāvādā vēramani sikkhaපadaṃ samādhiyāmi. Surāmeraya majjapamā daṭṭhānā vēramani sikkhaපadaṃ samādhiyāmi. Say sadhu 3 times. Samantā cakkavālesu atrā gacchantu devatā saddhammaṃ munirājassa sunantu sagga mokkadaṃ dhammasavana kālo ayaṃ bhadantā dhammasavana kālo ayaṃ bhadantā dhammasavana kālo ayaṃ bhadantā. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammā sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammā sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammā sambuddhassa. Khanti paramaṃ tapoti tikkha nibbānaṃ paramaṃ vadanti buddhā nahi pabbajito parupaghāti samano hoti paraṃ vihetayantoti. Dear Dhamma friends, thank you inviting me for Dhamma talks. In next few days you are going to have more Dhamma talks. Already we have given 2 Dhamma talks. Today we are talking about the layman's guide to respecting Buddhist monks. Very useful topic for all the lay people. First of all, I would like to thank you, Brother Leslie and committee, for inviting me to do these Dhamma talks. Today, we are going to discuss about the respect of monks, how to respect to the monks. As lay person, it is very useful for all the Buddhist people. There are few things in the world to be careful when we associate. One is fire. Though it is little or big, it is dangerous. Fire. There's another thing, king. Though he is a prince or princess or king in little age, small age, must be careful because he has got power. One day he will punish us. And another thing is mad person. We have to be careful when we associate. We don't know what he does. He will kill us. He will attack us. Sometimes we don't know. He is going to do it. Mad person, very dangerous. The other one is monk. Though he is little monk or old monk, we have to be careful. Why? If we do wrong things to him, it is sinful activity. It may be a sinful activity. The bad results will come to us. This is an old expression. We have to think again and again about that. Normally, lay people don't care the little monks. Only chief monks are expecting everywhere for the funerals, for the almsgivings, for other functions. They expect chief monk. Everywhere in Sri Lanka also same. When I am living there as a little monk, we see the lay people come and go worship to the chief monk, then go back home. They don't care about us. We are crying. No one doesn't give love to us. They don't care us. They don't approach to us. We were sorrowful. Some lay people were there. They come while they are coming. They bring some toffee, chocolate, and some things which are good for the little monks. They are little. We have to consider them. They are little, but they come higher and higher positions. After a few years, they become the chief when the time being. So we have to respect to the little monks also. We have to pay respect, we have to bow down, we have to worship them with the folded arms. We have to speak with them peacefully, and we have to care all the monks. They are higher than us by spirituality. They have entered to the path to the liberation. They have sacrificed their life for the Buddhasasana. They have dedicated their life for the Buddhasasana to protect this great philosophy. They are not arahants. Some people think all monks are arahants. They should behave like arahants. But they are normal people. They have entered to this Buddhist order to protect this great doctrine. They learn, they practice as much as possible. They teach whatever they learn. So they are working for this Buddhasasana. They are doing very great service. You can't do it. Sometimes you ordain for few days. Novitiated programs, you become monks, but you can't stay a long time. You have to go back home. The monks are staying whole life. They are also having feelings. They are human beings. They feel hungry. They feel thirsty. So they have controlled them. it is not easy task. They have feelings to go to see some beautiful things. They have feelings to go to cinema halls, parks, musical shows, and they have some feelings, enjoy similar to the other persons in this society, but they have well controlled their feelings. That is why they are spiritually very high than lay persons. They are doing a difficult work. Here, first verse I have taken from Mangala Sutta. Kanti cha sovachasata samananancha dassanam kalena dhamma sakaccha etam mangala muttamam. Second line is very important for us. Samananancha dassanam. Seeing the monks is a highest blessing. Patience and obedience, seeing the monks, timely discussion of the Dhamma, this is the highest blessing. The meaning of this verse, it is from Mangala Sutta. Samananancha dassanam. If we see the monks, it is so attractive to our eyes. As Buddhists, we must have such kind of thought. Seeing monks is very blissful thing. Therefore, lots of people are coming to the temples to see monks. When the monks are going around for the alms, in the alms round, they are so happy. When the monks come to the alms hall, people are so happy. They are respecting to them with the folded arms, worshipping. When they come to the homes, they are so happy. They are so happy. They think it as a blessing act. When we go to the houses, when we go to see the patients, they are so happy. Seeing the monks, they get a big pleasure. They think, oh, a Buddhist monk is coming today. There are many monks. If you see many monks in Buddhist Mahavihara, you are so happy, no? If there are no monks, not happy. So, at the time of almsgiving, if there are many monks, you are so happy. You don't think, oh, there are a big amount of monks, how can I feed them? It is difficult to feed. Sometimes after a few months, here may be many monks in the Vasa Chivara or Katina Chivara ceremony. Many monks come to this place from Sri Lanka. Do you think it is a disturbance? No, it is not a disturbance for you, because we as Buddhists, we like to see many monks. In the period of Buddha, there were thousands of monks. They were moving in a line, sometimes 20,000 monks. From Rajagahanuvara, Rajgir to Vaisali, there was a journey to remove the obstacles which was happening in Vaisali. 20,000 monks went with the Buddha in a line, so attractive, no? So, even 10 monks are moving together, we can see the attractiveness. So, when you see monks, it is a blessing thing. Samananancha dassanam etam mangala muttamam. The monks, Buddhist monks are practitioners of Buddhism who have taken vows to live a life of simplicity, celibacy, and dedication to the teachings of Buddha. A monk radiates loving kindness. Metta vihariyo bhikkhu pasanno buddhasasane adhigacche padam santam sankharupa samam sukham. The monk who abides in loving kindness, who is pleased with the Buddha's teaching, attains to that state of peace and happiness, the stilling of conditioned things. Monks are always with the compassion. They are working for the lay people. We are always ready to do our service towards Buddhist society. 24 hours, we are ready without expecting any gainings. We don't work for the money. We are ready to do service for the propagation of the Buddhism. You know, when I was in Sri Lanka, I was so busy. Every day, funerals, almsgivings, parita chantings, and any other various kinds of services. So busy. Morning to evening. Sometimes whole night chantings, day by day. No sleeping. Daily. In our country, parita chanting, whole night chanting is very common thing. So only 2-3 monks are there in the temple. Sometimes only one monk in the big region. He has to go. The nearby temples also, they are inviting to the monk, come, please join with us. No monks to chant, please come. Then we are always busy. Sometimes 7 days chanting, whole night parita chanting, 7 days. Very difficult. In this way, monks are working with full of compassion. We don't get angry. People are coming for Bodhi Puja. We do Bodhi Puja under the Bodhi tree. Give blessings to the patients. Give blessings to the people who are living in our area. They come and invite us. Bhante, I am having a big problem. Please bless me. There's a patient in my family. Please bless us. Please bless him. Even one person invite me. There are many persons. I am also doing it. I can't avoid it. I am professor. Why I do these things? So I no need to do those things because I have income. I can live with that, but I don't do such kind of this. Just I do the puja. I give blessings. We give blessings 1 hour, 1.5 hours, not limited to short time. We do it at our best. We give the powerful blessing to those patients and family members. It's our duty. We are not lazy people. We work hard. It's not an easy task. With loving kindness, we do. Metta vihariyo bhikkhu pasanno buddhasasane. A monk who is full of metta or loving kindness and who has got attraction of the Buddhist order. Pasanno buddhasasane. Buddhasasane. Pasanno. I am so attracted to the Buddhism. When I read the Buddhism, more and more attraction come to me. I can see the Buddha while reading the suttas and these great doctrines. I can see the Buddha. You also can see the Buddha reading and listening the Dhamma talks. Adhigacche padam santam, then he can reach to the final liberation. Sankharupa samam sukham, eliminating all the attachments which are connected to our life. Sankhara upasama, eliminating all these sankharas or formations. He can reach to the final goal. In Dhammapada there is a very famous verse, Yo have daharo bhikkhu yunjati buddhasasane so imang lokang pabhaseti abbhamutto vachandima. The monk who, while still young, devotes himself to the Buddha's teaching, illumines this world like the moon freed from a cloud. Yo have daharo bhikkhu. If there's a young monk, yunjati buddhasasane, who are practicing the Buddha Dhamma, Buddhist order, so imang lokang pabhaseti, he lights up this world with that Dhamma. Abbhamuttu chandima, as the moon freed from the cloud. There are some young monks in the world. They are working hard. They are giving Dhamma talks. They train the people to meditation activities. So they are similar to the stars. They are similar to the moon. They make this world light. That is why Buddha appreciated those kinds of monks by this verse. Yo have daharo bhikkhu. Daharo means little. Daharo. Bhikkhu means monk, little monks. Daharo bhikkhu. Buddha knew they will do big service into this society. They have such kind of energy to do. Dhammapada verse 362, another good verse. It is explaining who is the monk. Hatha sangyato, pada sangyato, vacha sangyato, sangyatuttamo, ajjattarato, samahito eko, santosito, tamahu bhikkhung. He who controls his hand, controls his foot, controls his speech, and has complete control of himself, who finds delight in sight, development practice, and is calm, who stays alone and is contented, him they call a bhikkhu. He is very peaceful one. He has controlled his arms. He has controlled his legs. And also he has controlled his speech. He uses peaceful words. We never blame to the people. We never get angry. Always we are full of compassion. When we speak with us, when someone speaks with us, they are so happy. We are speaking peacefully, in a calm manner. Nothing is there to get angry. There are different characters in this society. We have to be careful. If we get angry because of other persons, we go down. Our spirituality will lose. Therefore, we have to control our anger. So the monks are always practicing it. Sometimes people are blaming, criticizing, charging. We don't care them. we go on our way peacefully. Even Buddha faced to such kind of situations. Some people came and blamed to the Buddha, criticized the Buddha. He didn't get angry. He stayed peacefully. That is the way of living according to the Buddhism. So here the Dhammapada convey the significance of respecting monks and the monastic community by highlighting the merit of offering alms, the importance of revering those who have renounced worldly life, and the spiritual benefits that come from supporting the Sangha by practicing generosity, offering respect, and supporting the monastic community. Lay people can cultivate virtue and create conditions conducive to their own spiritual growth. As Buddhist lay people, they have to protect Mahasangha. They have to support them, or else this Buddhist order will not go ahead. It will vanish soon. We have to work together peacefully. Samagga hota ma vivadata, Buddha advised to all the Buddhist people. Get together. Don't argue. Don't make debates. Ma vivadata. Samagga hota. Live in peace. It is the way of protecting Buddhism. We can take this Buddhism for many years. We can continue with. We should not destroy this Buddhism. Ma antima puriso ahuvatta. Don't be the last Buddhist disciple in this Buddhist order. You don't be the last Buddhist disciple. Buddha said. Buddha said to the monks, you don't be the last monk in this Buddhist order. You have to continue this Buddhist order. Don't destroy this. Don't harm to this Buddhist order. You have to follow my advice. So we have to work together. You have to pass this great doctrine to your family members, to next generation. We have to create new monks for the continuation of this Buddhism, Buddhist order, or else it will vanish soon. Buddhasasana remains with the support of monks. If the monks do wrong things, let it be with them. They will get bad results here and hereafter. Duty of lay people is respect to them, thinking on Buddhasasana. If they blame or criticize them, the bad result will reach to lay people. Hell or heaven are open for both groups, monks and lay people. If they do wrong things, they will get the bad results. Even monks, after the death, they will go to the hell if they do wrong things. Therefore, monks also must be careful. Without doing wrong things, he should practice Buddhism. He should protect Buddhism. And lay people also should practice Buddhism. No need to create sinful thoughts. No need to create sinful results. They will the results will produce bad and sorrowful events in this birth cycle. The monks have sacrificed, as I earlier mentioned, they have dedicated their lives for the Buddhasasana. Only lay people can't protect the Buddhasasana. Sometimes lay people will think, no need monks, we can do it. Sometimes people are thinking like that. Even in Sri Lanka, in some temples, the Dayaka Sabha, they think we can protect Buddhasasana, no need monks. Then lay people go do puja, Buddha puja, Bodhi puja, they give Dhamma talks, they arrange meditation retreats and everything they do. How long they can continue it? They have lots of works as lay people. They have to do jobs, they have to earn money, they have to look after family members, many things. They will do a little period, then they will give up. They will give up it. What happened to the Buddhasasana? It will vanish. You know, in India, there were more than 44,000 temples built by Emperor Asoka. Emperor Asoka built more than 44,000 temples with pagodas. What happened to the India? 12th century, the Mughal invasion came. They killed many monks. Some monks disturbed, can't stay. If there's a monk, they kill. Then destroyed all the temples. No monks. Some ruins remain. Even today we can see the ruins which are destroyed by the Mughal invaders. They destroyed all the temples. No monks. Before 100 years, there were no monks in India. All the monks died and disrobed. Only remaining, so archaeological sites were there. When Anagarika Dharmapala went to India, there were not monks. He carried 2-3 monks to Buddha Gaya, then established Buddhism again. Now there are many monks. There are many temples. Indian monks are there. Some monks are not having a proper guidance or proper way. Just they take robe and wear it and come to the temples and no observing precepts, seeking some gainings. They are doing it. But some Indian monks are there. They are following the path to the liberation. They are studying Buddhism. Now it is coming into a good position. So 100 years back, there were not monks in India, though there were 84,000 temples. The Buddhism vanished because of lack of the monks. Therefore, we have to think, lay people can't continue this Buddhasasana alone. There must be monks, or else it will be vanished. There are 2 groups of monks, Ganthadura monks and Vipassanadura monks. I think you haven't heard these 2 groups. Ganthadura monks, the monks who follow the studies. Vipassanadura monks, the monks who follow Vipassana meditation. There is a freedom for monks to follow one of these ways. This is in Dhammapada commentary on verse 1 about Chakkupala story. Gantha duram vipassana duranti dveyeva durani bhikkhuti. 2 duties only monk. The duty of study and the duty of contemplation. Katamang pana bhante gantha duram. Katamang vipassana duranti. Reverend Sir, what is meant by the duty of study and what is meant by the duty of contemplation? Here, the duty of study necessitates gaining a knowledge of the word of the Buddha in a manner comfortable to one's understanding. The mastery of 1 or 2 Nikayas, or indeed of the whole Tipitaka, bearing it in mind, reciting it, teaching it. In that period, there were no books, all the Dharma, all the Tipitaka kept in the mind. They memorized. They are called bhanakas. No writing, no books. Early period, they were reminded. They had got very good memory. They kept in mind all the doctrines, all the teachings of the Buddha. So Gantadura is that Tipitaka study. Vipassana Dura is, on the other hand, the duty of contemplation which leads to arahantship, involves frugal living, satisfaction with the remote lodging, fixing firmly in one's mind the idea of decay and death, and the development of spiritual insight by persistent effort, meditating on three characteristics, anicca, dukkha, anatta. It is called vipassana. Chakupala Thero was old. His eyes were poor. He couldn't see. Actually, he was blind. Then he said, Venerable Sir, I can't follow the first section, Ganthadura. I can't read books. And no, I don't have time to do study works. Now I need to attain Nibbana very soon. Therefore, I would like to follow Vipassana Dura. Please guide me. Then Buddha guided him. He became Arahant. So these two groups were there in the Buddhasasana. Some monks followed the study path. Some monks followed the Vipassana path, meditation. Even today there are the same monks who are studying. There are monks who are studying, and there are some monks who are practicing meditation. These two groups are there even today. Another two groups of monks are there, Seka and Aseka. Seka, Sanskrit Saiksha, refers to a learner or trainee, monk who is on the path to enlightenment but has not yet achieved full liberation, arahantship. They are distinguished from Aseka, monks who are fully enlightened arahants and have completed their training. Seka monks who are following the Buddhism, practicing the Buddhism, they are Seka. Aseka means arahants. They have completed the path. Nothing is there to practice. They have already practiced whole the path. So even today there are Seka monks. The monks who are following this Buddhist order are called Seka. Sikkati means learn. Student, monks. Sishya, in Sanskrit, Sishya. So, a student, monks are there, they are called Seka. Aseka monks are arahants. Characteristics and practices. Seka monks are characterized by their ongoing practice and training in the Dhamma. They focus on deepening their understanding and realization through practice such as Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Morality, concentration, wisdom, adhering to ethical conduct and the monastic code, Vinaya. Cultivating deep states of meditative absorption, Samadhi. Panya, developing insight into the nature of reality, particularly through practices like Vipassana, insight meditation. In Sekapatipada Sutta Majjhima Nikaya and Maha Gopalaka Sutta Majjhima Nikaya, these things are explained. all the seven-headed and yellow-robed persons are not monks. Buddha said, because there are many persons who have got seven head and yellow-robed. Very good expression, no? Namundakena samano abbato alikam dhanam ichhalobha samapanno samano king bhavissati. Not by a seven head does a man become a samana. If he lacks morality and austere practice and tells lies, how could he, who is full of covetousness and greed, be a samana? Samana means monk. So there are such kind of persons. There are actors, film actors are there. They are acting similar to the monks with seven head and yellow robed. So do you consider him as a real monk? No, they are actors. Yes, they are actors. Sometimes we can see some people are wearing robes, yellow robes, and they have got seven head. So they are begging sometimes. They are moving on the roads. Even in India, even in Sri Lanka, we have such kind of persons. While I was living there, one day I was in a city. One monk came to a shop and he was asking money from the shop owner. He said, I am having some disease, I am taking medicine, so please support me. That shop owner gave me a hint. This is bad person. Then I asked, from where you came? Where is your temple? May I have your identity card? He didn't give me his identity card. So at once he left from that place. He thought he is in a bad position. I will inform to the police. Then he will be in jail. That shop owner told me, every week he comes. Every week he comes and collect money from the shops, saying like that. So I informed to the police station, there's a monk in this city now collecting money in a wrong way, telling lies. They are not monks. Wearing a yellow robe with a seven head, they are doing those things. So we have to be careful. In India also, it is very common thing. So they are destroying the Buddhism. They are not following the Buddhism. Samana has overcome all evil. Yocha sameti papani anuntulani sabbaso samitattahi papanam samanoti paucchati. He who has totally subdued all evil, great and small, is called a samana because he has overcome all evil. The monks who are following the path to the liberation are also to be venerated as explained here. So the persons, the monks, are removing all the evils, attaining higher spirituality. So evil thoughts are coming into the mind, even to the monks. In Theragatha, there's a verse, Kamaragena daihami chittang me paridaihare. Venerable Vangisa went to the Buddha and informed to the Buddha, Venerable Sir, I am affected by the lustful thoughts. Kamaraga means lustful thoughts. I have got some kinds of lustful thoughts. I can't meditate. When he start to meditate, he think about the beautiful girls. He was thinking about beautiful women. He informed the Buddha, Venerable Sir, I am remembering those things, what to do? Buddha said, you have to follow my advice. I will give you another object, topic to meditate. Buddha gave one very important object. It is thinking about the body. It is decaying. It is impermanent, producing suffering and no soul. And you have to practice vipassana meditation now. Think this body is decaying moment by moment. Buddha gave many examples. Then he practiced the meditation. After a few days he became arahant. Earlier he couldn't do it. So the monks are receiving those kinds of bad thoughts, evil thoughts, lustful thoughts, the thoughts related to the hatredness, angriness, and also the thoughts related to the self. It is mine, it belongs to me, like that. There are thoughts. So we have to practice more and more. The mind is always confused with those kinds of cravings. Cravings are there until attain arahanthood. So the lust will remain until the anagami position. Even the sotapatti person will have the lust, kamaraga. And sakadagami persons also have kamaraga, the lust, little bit controlled in sakadagami position. In anagami position, third step, will not be there kamaraga. It will be vanished. In anagami position, the kamaraga will be vanished. This is the nature. So monks also will have it. They are controlling it. They have controlled it. Key aspect to understand about Buddhist monks here: monastic life, vows, renunciation, roles, training, monastic orders. Buddhist monks live in monasteries or temples, often following a strict daily routine that includes meditation, chanting, and study of Buddhist scriptures. Vows. Monks take vows that vary by tradition, but generally include abstaining from killing, stealing, lying, sexual conduct, and intoxicants. They also adhere to rules governing their conduct and interactions. Renunciation. Monks renounce worldly attachments and possessions, focusing instead on spiritual growth and enlightenment, nirvana. So these are very important facts which are connected to the monks. The 5 great sins or 5 heinous crimes, they are called panchanantarya kamma. In these 5 great sins, we can see the 5th one, creating a schism in the Sangha Beda, causing division or discord within the Buddhist monastic community, is a bad, great sin. The lay people must be careful about this. There are some monks in temples, no? So we should not tell bad things, wrong things, which are damaging to each other. It is cause for the Sangha Beda. Sangha Beda is very bad sin. That person will get birth in the hell after the death. See the other bad things, matricide, matughata, killing one's mother, it also very bad. Patricide, pitughata, killing one's father. Killing an arahant, arahanta ghata, killing an enlightened being. wounding a Buddha, lohituppadaka, causing injury to a Buddha, as Devadatta did. Because of two great things, he entered to the Avicii hell. What are those? Wandering a Buddha, lohituppadaka, he did it. And Sangha Beda also he did. The last one, creating a schism in the Sangha, damage, separated monks into two groups. It is bad thing. Therefore, lay people must be careful about these things. Respect. Buddhist monks are highly respected in their communities for their dedication to spiritual practice and their role in preserving and transmitting Buddhist teachings across generations. Their lifestyle exemplifies simplicity, mindfulness, and compassion towards all beings. Always monks are thinking, Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. Not only human beings, but also the other beings also must be there in peace. They never destroy beings. Do we need to respect them? Respecting Buddhist monks, like respecting any individual, is generally considered a positive and culturally appropriate behavior, especially in societies where Buddhism is prevalent. Here are some reasons why respecting Buddhist monks is often encouraged. Role in preserving tradition. Monks play a crucial role in preserving and passing on Buddhist teachings, rituals, and practices from generation to generation. Respecting monks acknowledges their dedication to this important cultural and religious heritage. Commitment to spiritual life. Monks have chosen a life of renunciation and spiritual pursuit, dedicating themselves to practices aimed at cultivating wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. Respecting monks recognizes their commitment and sacrifices in their pursuit. Community leaders. Monks often serve as spiritual leaders and advisors within their communities, providing guidance, support, and teachings to both lay people and fellow monastics. So, we are thinking about these conditions to respect them. Cultural norms. In many Buddhist majority cultures, respecting monks is a deeply ingrained cultural norm. It reflects appreciation for the values and teachings they uphold. Principle of reverence. Buddhism emphasizes the principle of showing reverence, respect towards those who embody spiritual qualities and contribute positively to society. Respecting monks aligns with this principle. You know, some monks are living in the forests. Some monks are living in the cities and villages. So people think forest monks are very peaceful. They have got higher spirituality. The village monks, the monks who are living in the cities, they don't have spirituality. They are living similar to the lay people. So how can we divide in this way? It is difficult. We can't peep into the mind. We can't enter to the mind of the monks. Some monks are living in the forest, but they are not cultivating their spirituality, though they are living in the forest or caves. So people have such kind of idea. They think forest monks are very good. They are having higher spirituality. We have to offer alms them. We should not offer alms to the village monks or city monks. In this way, people are thinking. So, the place is not important. Some monks are there in villages, in the cities. They are having higher spirituality. though they are living in AC rooms, though they are living in comfortable houses, though they live in some flats or similar to the mansions, similar to the palaces. Even Buddha stayed in Jetavanarama, it is flat. It is made by the sandalwood, the kuti of the Buddha, room of the Buddha made by the sandalwood. Very valuable. But Buddha stayed there in Jetavanarama and Purvarama, many other monasteries were there. They are comfortable. Buddha said, the place is not valuable. The mind is the valuable thing. If the monks are living in temples, we can't consider they are not following Buddhism. Sometimes monks are there in the forest, they are not following Buddhism. They are not practicing. Just they are living in the caves and living under the trees. They are not practicing. So, we have to be careful. The outlook is different. We have to peep inside. We have to associate them. Buddha said, associate in 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, we can't recognize the real monk. We can't recognize the real monk. We have to associate them for a long time. At that time also we can't recognize the real monk. Sometimes there were monks who became arahanthood. They were living with the other monks. Other monks didn't know he is arahant. And sometimes they blame to him. Sometimes they disturb to that monk. Sometimes Buddha said, don't disturb him. He is an arahant. Then they understood, oh, we have insulted him. We have blamed him. Difficult to recognize. So as lay people, how you can recognize this monk is good, this monk is bad? You can't peep into the mind. You can't enter to the mind. Sometimes some monks are there, they don't look outside, just move, looking on the floor. They don't wear shoes, they don't touch money, different ways. Then do you think he is a higher person because of those activities? He is always go for the alms round, not take meal inside the temple. Just he move outside and under a tree or somewhere, sitting under a tree, he take lunch. After seeing it, you think, oh, this monk is great. Other monks no good. We can't say like that. We can't imagine like that. We can't at once recognize the monks or other persons. Even other persons, we can't recognize seeing the outside behavior. So, respecting monks is not a blind obedience. It's important to note that respect for monks doesn't imply blind obedience or agreement with all aspects of their beliefs or practices. Respect can be shown through polite behavior, attentiveness when receiving teachings or guidance, and following cultural norms related to interactions with monks, such as offering alms or support when appropriate. Ultimately, the level of respect shown to monks can vary based on cultural context, personal beliefs, and individual experiences. However, acknowledging and respecting their role in society and their commitment to spiritual principles is generally seen as a gesture of goodwill and cultural sensitivity. Eligible monks for the food offered by devotees. Who are the eligible monks for the food? Buddha said, Achara sanghata mattampi bhikkave mettang bhave tabbang rattam pindassa yogo bhavati. Achara sanghata mattampi. Monks, even if for the duration of a finger snap, metta, loving kindness, should be developed. One who develops it for the duration of a finger snap is eligible to have the food from devotees. So, all the monks are eligible for the food offered by you because they are practicing loving kindness. No need to think more spirituality. Achara sanghata mattam is this way. We make sound, no? Finger snap. So if a monk meditate on loving kindness, 1 second, he is an eligible person for the offerings, for the food offered by the devotees. It is in Metta Sutta of Odana and Itivuttaka Pali. Showing reverence, in the Vinaya Pitaka, the Buddhist scriptures that contain the rules of conduct for monks, there are guidelines for how monks should behave and how lay people should show respect to monks. This includes standing up to greet monks, offering them a seat, and showing attentiveness when they teach or offer guidance. Respect from lay people to monk in the Vinaya Pitaka. There are few facts I have taken from Vinaya books. The Vinaya Pitaka lays out several guidelines and expectations regarding the behavior of monks and the ways lay people should show respect. Here are some key points. Offering requisites. Lay people are encouraged to support monks by offering the 4 requisites: food, robes, shelter, and medicine. This support is a way of showing respect and ensuring that monks can focus on their spiritual practice without worrying about their basic needs. So always you have to be careful about these things. You have to offer these things to the monks. Sometimes the monks doesn't have money. They don't have enough food. They don't have enough robes. So they don't have a resident place. They have to move here and there. At that time, devotees have to think about those things they have to offer. When I was studying, I didn't have enough money to do my study works. Devotees are not thinking about that. So they think teacher will give money. The teacher who are living in the temple will give money. My teacher didn't give me money. So only 2-3 families offered me money. Sometimes I didn't have money, travel by bus. At that time I didn't go to the university. People think monks have money. They can study alone. Some little monks are having the same problem. We have to think these monks are studying and they will protect Buddhism. We have to support them. Some monks don't have robes. Occasionally, they will have robes. We have to ask from them, Venerable Sir, do you have enough robes? We have to offer them. Some monks have many robes. So, if we have many robes, what we have to do? We have to share it with others. However, I studied well. Then many people come and ask, Venerable Sir, what do you want? After finishing my study, there are many people. at the time of learning, no one supported. That is the reality in the temples. So monks are studying with lack of facilities. That is the thing. Behavior towards monks. Lay people should treat monks with respect, which includes offering seats and accommodation. Lay people should offer monks a suitable place to sit and rest. The phrase asana rahassa asanam databbam. Asana means seat. When there's a monk, we have to offer our seat. Please come and take this seat. When I was in Sri Lanka, I went somewhere by bus. Before getting on the bus, I stood there few minutes. The shop owner in front of the bus stand called me, please come here, Bhante. I don't have white cloth. I have only paper. I will put it on the chair. Please sit here. Then I took seat there. He offered a seat for me. According to that moment, it is very useful. He observed merit doing it. Offering seat is a great meritorious action. Offering seats to the monks. And when we go to the Dhamma talks in Sri Lanka, people wash our feet before entering to the house. It is also a meritorious action. They are respecting to the monks and they are respecting to the Buddha Dhamma. They decorate the seat or chair very well, backside various kinds of decorations. And the chair also well decorated. So it is a decoration for the Dhamma, for the Sangha, as a respect. They do those things. They lay down a cloth on the way. When the monks are coming into the chair, coming for the Dhamma talks, they lay down a cloth on the floor. After washing the feet, monks walk on that cloth and come to the chair and start to deliver Dhamma talk. All these things are meritorious. There's a place mentioned about the washing and cleaning the feet of the monks. They can get result. They will never get any skin diseases in this birth cycle. There will not be any hot problems in the body. Thirsty will not be there in this birth cycle. And various kinds of results are there because of those kinds of meritorious activities. So, asana rahasa asanandatabbam, when there is a monk, we have to offer the seat. Magga rahasa maggandatabbam, if there is a monk who is coming in front of us, we have to give the road. We have clear the road for his journey. Once I went to Thailand, when I was moving on a roadside, the lay people who are walking on that roadside, they stood up and they stayed there with folded arms until I moved ahead. How much respect. They are also in a hurry to go somewhere, but they stopped their walking and they, with the folded arms, they worshipped. They stayed there until the walk finished. That way. So, Magga means the road. When there is a monk coming towards us, we should not go face to face. We should not go face to face. We have to give the road for the monks. That way we have to follow. It is given in Dakkina Vibhanga Sutta Majjhima Nikaya. Here Visakha, some give to one in need of food what is requisite for food. Some give to one in need of a path what is requisite for a path. Using polite speech, addressing monks respectfully and listening attentively when they speak. So when we speak with the monks, we must be careful. You know, in Sri Lanka, there's a separate language to speak with monks. Not the normal words are using. For example, coming. Monks are coming, no? So in Sinhala we say enava. So monks are not enava. Vadinava. Lay people say vadinava. Another verb is there for the monks. The same action. Lay people enava. Monks vadinava. Two verbs are there. So there are many words which are very related to the monks. So sleeping, nidanava. Lay people are nidanava. Monks are satapenava. Satapenava. Another verb is there for the monks. This is very good. There are separate words for the monks. That much respecting. Using polite speech, when we speak with them, we have to speak with politeness, peaceful and calm manner. We don't use harsh words. And also assisting with needs, helping monks with their daily needs and solving difference to their position. Respectful conduct in the presence of monks. Lay people should observe proper conduct when in the presence of monks, such as rising from their seats when monks approach, bowing or offering a respectful gesture, avoiding inappropriate behavior or speech. So, mostly in Buddhist countries, Myanmar, Thailand, we can see when lay people talk with the monks, they talk with the folded arms like this, Venerable Sir, and bowing down. They respect much. When the monks are coming into some places, they stand up, they sit with the folded arms. They stand with the folded arms, saying sadhu. So it is good for us. It is good for lay people. It's meritorious action. Can earn merits respecting to the monks. Can earn merits. You are also getting respectation in this birth cycle as a result of respecting to the monks. If you don't do it, you will not get respectation in the society, in your birth cycle. Two ways benefit, no? For lay people, showing respect to monks, reference from Vinaya Pitaka, Mahavagga Khandaka 1. This section discusses the proper way of lay people to offer food and other requisites to monks. Mahavagga Evang hivo bhikkave sikkitabang. I don't read Pali sentence, just see the translation because we have very limited time. Thus, monks, you should train yourselves. If any lay person comes and invites you for a meal, whether for the evening or the day, you should accept it if it fits within your alms bowl. If a lay person comes to your dwelling and invites you for a meal, you should accept it if it fits within your alms bowl. So, if there is lack of food in your alms bowl, you can accept it. If it is full, what to do? Still, they are offering, no? So in Thailand, when we go to Pindapata Charika, people are offering many things. So lay person following the monk, then the extra food give to him. Then can obtain more and more. After having that much food, the monk reach to the temple and share with others. So it is a great duty of the monks. Mahavagga Kandaka 8, this section covers the offering of robes. Ekassa bhikkhuno ekan chivaram atirekam dattva databbam dvihiva tihiva chivarehi chivara sangvidhanam katabbam. For one monk, an extra robe should be given. 2 or 3 robes should be organized for the monks. So sometimes they should have few robes. One robe will wash, the other one should be used. No? So one robe will be damaged, the other one is there, other 2 are there. That way Buddha allowed to the monks to have few robes. Chatasso pachaya bhikkhunam parikkara chevaram pindapato senasanam gilana pachayam. The 4 requisites for monks are robes, alms, food, lodging and medicine. So Buddha recommended these 4 requisites. For the monks, the lay people can offer them. Yathacha bhikkhunam patisantaro hoti sarocha hoti kalyanocha. As there is hospitality towards monks, monks should be welcomed in a way that is meaningful and good. Monks advise to the lay people to follow the Buddhist path. When they offer these 4 requisites, it is a duty of monks to guide the lay people to attain liberation. Behavior towards monks, Mahavagga Kandaka 8. This section provides guidelines on how lay people should behave respectfully towards monks. This section includes instructions on the appropriate conduct of lay people in the presence of monks, such as rising from their seats and offering respectful gestures. You see, some people are there in the society, they don't respect to the monks. When we go by a bus, when we get on to the bus, people don't give seats sometimes. They are lazy to give the seat. In Sri Lanka, there is a seat, front seat is reserved for the monks. But lay people are taking seat there, and the monk is coming, they don't give the seat. Then we say, this seat belongs to us, please stand up. We say them. Sometimes driver is shouting, please give the seat to the monks, it is reserved for the monks. At that time, they give. There are that kind of people. They are Buddhists sometimes. They are not respecting to the monks. Some people are there, they think their own comfort. That is why. Sometimes they they are looking outside. They are seeing the trees and shops outside of the road. They don't care. They see first the monk is getting into the bus. At that time he look out. So they are looking outside. The monk came here and he is standing. He is waiting. The other person will till offer a seat. So it is no good. Those people will get bad results in this birth cycle. They will never get a seat to sit. That is the result. In important times and necessary times, they will not get. It depends on the karma. Mahavagga Kandaka, respectful reception of monks. Patisantaram karissanti sabbehi tehi patisantaro patisantari tabbo. They will show hospitality, and all those acts of hospitality should be reciprocated. When you meet monks, you have to speak with them and you have to talk. Venerable sir, how are you? Are you having any problems? In this way, you have to talk. Don't miss them. Don't avoid them. Buddha said, Patisanthara means talking each other. So, when Brother Leslie come to the temple, he meets us and he talk, Venerable, how are you? Like that. So, he is doing it. So, you also should practice it. Then we become friends. We can continue this connection furthermore. Offering of seeds and water. Asanam panyapeta, udakam aharata. When a monk reaches to your house, you have to prepare a seat. First one is seat, asanam. Asanam panyapeta. Second one, udakam aharata means offer water. Offer water. Offering water is a very great meritorious action. It is very common practice in Thailand. When someone moves to a house, maybe a guest, so first thing is offering water. They offer water, give water to the guests. So if there are monks, the same thing is happening. Offering water, it is a meritorious action. We can earn merits. Because of that merit, we will not be get thirsty in this birth cycle. Thinking about the meritorious value, we have to offer. We have to offer water to the Buddha also. Early morning, you wash face and then you take a glass of water, offer to the Buddha. And you can get meritorious result with that action. You can think with the power of this merit. Offering water is powerful. May I have a healthy life. And also in this birth cycle, may I have water and food even in a desert. And all the difficulties may remove from my life. All the diseases of my family members may remove as soon as possible with the merit of this offering. This way we can improve further. Then rising from the seat, it is always mentioning in the Buddhist literature, Theranam Anjalim Pagganhati, worship with the folded arms, like worshipping with the folded arms. Dana, generosity, is always practicing by our devotees. Listening to the Dhamma, it is also doing. Avoiding disrespectful actions. The Buddha taught against disrespectful behavior towards monks, such as speaking harshly, criticizing them unjustly, or creating obstacles to their practice. Respectful speech and actions towards monks are considered conducive to spiritual growth for both lay people and monks. Mutual respect and support is very important. When lay people respect to the monks also should be respectful and grateful towards the lay people. They have to help. Monks in turn guide and teach lay people on the path to spiritual development and liberation from suffering. We have to give them the Dhamma as the great gift. That is the great respect of monks towards the lay people. Monks should give Dhamma to the people. So, when we are in the temples, people are expecting many things. So, we give Dhamma, it is enough. Dhamma is enough. Even gods adore virtuous monks. Here are a few quotes from the Buddhist scripture, the Tripitaka, that emphasize the importance of respecting monks. Appalabhopi che bhikkhu salabhang nati manyati tang vedeva pasangsanti suddha jivim atanditam. Even if a monk gains a little, he should not despise his gain. Even gods will praise that one who leads a pure life and is diligent. In Dhammapada, we can see this verse. Even the gods pay respect to the monks who are practicing spirituality. Sigalovada Sutta, if in 5 ways should a householder treat to samanas and brahmanas, it means monks and brahmins, by lovable deeds, by lovable words, by lovable thoughts, by keeping open house to them, by supplying their material needs. Panchahiko gahapati putta thanehi kulaputtena uparima disa samana brahmana pachupattha tabba. So, to Singhala, Buddha expressed these things, how to respect to the monks. Digajano Sutta, there are few facts related to the respectation of the monks. The last one, red colored one you see, among those 8 facts, looking after monks. The lay people, as a lay person, must look after monks. They have to treat them well, then they can live furthermore, they can practice Buddhism, they can protect Buddhism. If the lay people don't treat them well, they will not live furthermore, they will give up, they will disrobe, they are not having enough facilities to live. Aggappasada Sutta in Anguttara Nikaya, in this sutta, you see, this sutta discusses 4 ways in which lay people should show respect and honor to monks, rising from their seat and greeting monks, attending to monks with respect, attention and hospitality, providing monks with robes, alms, food, dwelling places and medicine, listening to the Dhamma, teaching attentively when monks are teaching. Aggappasada Sutta. It means you see many places in Buddhist literature, in Tripitaka, which are connected to the respect of the monks, but made by the lay people. The 4 kinds of faith produces higher results. If we respect to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, you will get very good results in this birth cycle. It is mentioned here, ye bhikkave buddhe pasanna agge te pasanna agge kopana pasannanam aggo vipako hoti. Aggo vipako means great result will earn respecting to the Buddha. First one is Buddha, second one attangiko maggo tesang aggamakkhayati. If we respectfully follow the Noble Eightfold Path, it is also a great meritorious action. We will get good results. That result is higher than other meritorious activities. Then Dhamma, Sankatava, Asankatava, Virago, Tesang, Aggamakkhayati. It is the Dhamma. If we respect to the Dhamma, it is producing higher results. So, it is higher than the other meritorious activities. Faith on Sangha. Tathagata Savaka Sangho Tesang Aggamakkhayati. Those who have confidence in the Sangha have confidence in the foremost. And for those who have confidence in the foremost, the result is foremost. If we respect to the Mahasangha, it is producing a higher result. Agga makkayati, aggang vipakang labati. He will get higher results. This is taught by the Buddha in this Aggappasada Sutta. Yekeci buddhang saranang gatase nate gamissanti apayang. Here apaya bhuming pahaya manusang dehang devakayang paripuresanti. Whoever has taken refuge in the Sangha will not go to the realms of misery. Having left behind the human body, they will be reborn into the body of a Deva, a celestial being. So, if you respect to the monks, not only monks, there are 3 verses in connection. Yekeci buddhang saranang gatase, yekeci dhammang saranang gatase, yekeci sanghang saranang gatase. If one respect to the Buddha or Dhamma or Sangha, they will get birth in the heaven after the death. Nate gamissanti apayang, they will not reach to the hell. Nate gamissanti apayang, pahaya manusandeha, after the death, they will reach to heaven. So it's producing higher result. Good results of respecting monks. It is mentioned here, Sangyutta Nikaya, O Lord of gods. It is taught by the Buddha to the gods. Lords of gods means Sakka. Sakka. Lords of God. Sakka. Buddha preached this Dhamma to him. It is better to respect to the monks and take refuge of monks. It may support to you to get birth in heaven again. It will produce 10 higher results than other gods. They are long life, divine color, divine comfort, divine fame, divine lordship, divine form, divine sound, divine good smell, divine taste, and divine touch. These are even in the heaven we can see these comfortable things. So as a result of respecting to the Sangha and also Dhamma and Buddha, one can get these kinds of comfortable things in the heaven. And also if they get birth in the human world, they are also gaining these 10 kinds of results. Long life, divine color. We are having very beautiful color of our body because of the respectation to others. And also comfort, fame, lordship, form, sound. We are always hearing good sounds. Sometimes we hear bad sounds. No? So as a result of respecting to the triple gems, we never hear bad sounds. So divine taste, divine smell. So we will get very comfortable things in this life. Okay, I think it's enough for today. There are many things to discuss. There are many teachings of the Buddha. So according to these facts, we have to respect to the monks. Thinking about this Buddhasasana, Buddhist order. If you don't respect them, they will disturb. They will go home back. No use of staying here. They have sacrificed their life. They have dedicated their life. We have to respect for that. So though they don't have very higher spirituality, we have to think about this fact. It is enough. They are protecting this Buddhist order, wearing this yellow robe and with the 7-headed. They are living with various kinds of difficulties. That is why we have to respect them, we have to worship them. Okay, enough for today. Now it is time to ask questions. If you have any questions, you can ask. With the merit of listening Dhamma talks, you may reach to the final goal. So when we discuss the Dhamma, it is also producing merits. Let's have a discussion a few minutes. So one question there may be with you. There may be very bad monk in a temple. No observing precepts. Sometimes taking alcohol. Sometimes taking drugs. No talking peacefully. Don't meditate. Just only eating and sleeping. What to do, Bhante? You will ask, no? What we have to do? One thing we can do, we can avoid him. Because of him, we should not go down. We should not get angry. And there's a path to clear this Buddhist order. We can inform to the other monks, there's a monk, please work on him. As lay people, you should not blame him, you should not punish him, because you will get bad results. You should hand over it to the proper person. If he is doing very more and more bad things, just you can complain to the police. He is doing bad things, it is no good. You should not involve to the bad activity towards them. You should not do bad things towards them. That is the way. Okay. Any questions?
Bhante, this is just an observation. Just now you mentioned about urban monks who live in towns and villages, and monks who live in the forest and caves. Of course, the general perception is a monk, as you mentioned, who lives in the forest or in the caves, seem to be practicing better than the monks who are exposed to material things in the urban environment. So that is why I think most lay people have more confidence or saddha in forest monks as opposed to urban monks. Of course, the urban monks also play an important role, as in providing counseling and teaching, as you said. But the general perception is, it's not a question, it's just an observation, right? So we have an affinity to somebody who's trying to find the quickest way out of samsara, as opposed to one who is indulging in material wealth and being exposed to the modern world especially. So sometimes you cannot blame the lay person for thinking such. So
Yes.
just an observation, I think. Yeah.
Yes, actually, I was had the same idea. I was thinking the forest monks are very spiritual than the monks who are living in villages and cities. So I went to the forest and I stayed and I meditated in the forest for few days, few weeks. In that forest, there were some monks. They are not meditating. They are going for the alms round, and they come back. Just they also had mobile phones. They were playing games. They were seeing They were seeing various kinds of things which are in social media. Never meditating. So I was thinking, I thought they are meditating here, but they are not doing it. I am meditating, but they are not meditating. So in this way, actually, I think nowadays it is happening like that. Early period, I think it was very well, Now the technical equipments are there, laptops and mobile phones. They are addicted to these things. Even forest monks are addicted to these things. So there are some monks who are practicing very well. There are some monks I have met, forest monks. Some monks are living in the forest more than 40 years. They are meditating. They can see other persons very well. They can read the minds of other people. They can give forecasts. They see the future with the developed mind. So there are both kinds of persons are there in villages, in the cities and in the forest. This is the nature. Even in the period of Buddha, there are many bad monks. As you have heard, Channa, Sudinna, Devadatta, Buddha advised them, but they didn't care even Buddha. They worked on their own way. Whatever Buddha said, they do against to the Buddha. They were breaking rules always. The Channa and Sudinna, these two monks are always breaking rules. Then Buddha had to give new rules. That is why Patimukha Vinaya Pitaka was started. Those monks always try to break. Once Buddha said, you should not associate with women, you should not enjoy with women. Then the Sudinna started to enjoy with animals. Started to do sexual activities with animals. Sudinna. Then Buddha said, that one also wrong. You should not do it. So these were happening even in the period of Buddha. So now also it is very difficult to control. All our human beings have got lots of feelings. However, we are trying to protect this Buddhism as much as possible, saying and advising, teaching them, please protect this Buddhist order. It is a great doctrine. Okay.
Bhante, relating to these questions, now, like you say, shaving the head and wearing the robe doesn't necessarily you are a virtuous monk. Now, the problem is that it's the definition of monks. As a lay people, how do we know which are supposed to be respected and which one are not supposed to be respected? Like you said, related to about the urban monk and the forest monk, I believe we always call the urban monks the social monks. They deal with the society. Probably we need both because the urban monk need to cater for the lay people. Whereas the forest monk, you are at the eye level, you stay there, you're only for your own salvation. You are not for the salvation of, if you interpret it that way. So the perception may not be correct because you got different functions. Okay. Now my next question, the other question is, just now you're talking about two kinds of monk. One is a scholarly monk, the other one who actually goes for liberation. Okay. So is it they are on a different stage? Will the scholarly monk later will come to the second level, or is it similarly to urban and forest monk? Is it the scholar monks are less spiritual advanced than those to liberation?
Okay. So the Gantadura and Vipassanadura, we have to understand the study can be done from the beginning, and also the Vipassana can be done from the beginning as a monk. So there is no age limit. So mostly the forest monks are not studying. They don't go monastery schools or universities. They practice vipassana meditation. It is their wish. If they want to do study works, they come out. They reach to the urban or village temples and they continue. So anyone can do studies, there is no problem. And the vipassana meditation, vipassana dura, can be observed even sitting in a village temple, sitting in a urban place. So it is his duty to do it. So both can do together. I am studying and I am practicing meditation, vipassana. Both can do. So it is depending on the preference according to the monks. And the other question you asked about? Actually, spirituality is great. So we can follow it because our ambition to reach to the liberation, final goal. When we get ordination, we recite a verse, Sabba Dukkha Nissarana Nittaranattaya, to remove all the sufferings, Nibbanattaya, to attain final goal. I get this ordination, Sabba Dukkha Nissaranattaya. So, as a monk, we must practice spiritual path. The study also necessary. We have to learn. We have to read Tipitaka. We have to know Pali to understand the exact meaning of the teaching. Without knowing Pali, we can't learn the exact meaning of the teaching of the Buddha. You know, some words have got many meanings. You take Sankhara, this word has got 4 meanings. The word Sankhara has got many meanings. So if we don't know Pali, we are misunderstood. We don't know the real meaning. This way, the both way can follow. Especially the spiritual path is highly emphasized by the Buddha. Okay.
Now you're wondering what is the other questions. We are talking about monk, definition of monk.
Yeah.
These days there's a lot of non-virtuous, or we call it a bogus monk. So now, as lay people, is it that to be on the safe side, we respect everyone? Because we are not sure whether they are virtuous or not. Should that be the attitude of a lay people?
Okay. Before thinking about the monks, we have to think about oneself. Am I virtuous? As lay people, you should think, am I observing even 5 precepts? Mostly breaking 5 precepts, sometimes drink, sometimes telling lies, sometimes doing sexual misconduct and killing beings, even mosquitoes. You are killing, no? So how you can criticize the monks? You are not observing precepts, so how can you criticize the monks as that kind of person? You have to think about that. So the monks are there. If they do bad things, wrong things, they will earn bad results. Let it be there with them. As lay people, we do offerings and all those things, thinking about the Buddhist order. So if we think about their virtue, what will happen to us? So our mind will be polluted. So we should be careful. Just we do our duty. You do your duties towards your children. sometimes they will not treat you after getting old. So it is their duty. We have done our service, our duty. So if they don't do their duty, nothing to do. It will be there with them. In the same way, we have to do our duty towards the monks, then we can be satisfied. We can get good results. I think it's enough. Okay.
Practical one. You see, in Malaysia, we have a lot of night markets. Then we have monks. Those actually at the market at night, okay, asking for money and all this. We know they are bogus monks. So as lay people, can we tell them off or just walk away and forget? Because if we don't do anything, it's bad for Buddhism. Because we know they are not supposed to be there. There are now a lot of them. So as lay people, what do we do? Tell them off? Or just walk away?
So as I mentioned, even in Sri Lanka, it's happening. There are some persons who are collecting money using the robe. So they are doing wrong things. So at that time we can do, as I mentioned earlier, we have to inform to the relevant persons, relevant places, thinking about the Buddhist order. There was a woman in one of the cities in Sri Lanka. She is wearing a bag which is used by a monk, and she is having a bowl, and she was going on the road collecting money. I saw her, I reached to her, I said, you should not do this. This bowl is very meritorious one. It is belong to the monks. Why you use it as a layman? Why you use it to collect money? She is using bowl which are used by the monks, and she is having a bag which are used by the monks. So they are using the Buddhist symbols, and they are destroying the Buddhism. When the people see it, so they will criticize. They will fed up with Buddhism. Some people are there working like that. So we have to advise them. Then at that time also I informed to the police, there's a woman who is wandering in this city collecting money using a bowl. It is dangerous. It is very sinful activity. She doesn't. I told her this is very bad, sinful activity. Don't use this bowl. This is belong to the monks, Buddhist order. Don't misuse it. I informed her. So I didn't know what happened to her. I informed to the relevant place. So in the same way, we have to work. As a monk. So just you can reach to them and ask which section are you connecting. Then we can inform to the higher places. Know that kind of places. No. We can't treat them. We can avoid them without getting angry, and just we can advise them. Please don't do this. It is harmful to the Buddhist order. And also, if there is any way to block him, we have to block him. Nothing to do. Okay. Now it is time to discuss, stop the discussion. So we will wind up this Dhamma talk. We transfer merits to the gods. We have invited to the gods in the beginning, saying Samanta Chakkavalesu. That is the invitation. So we transfer merits saying Akasatta cha bhummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkantu lokasasanang chirang rakkantu dhammadesanang chirang rakkantu mang paranti. The merits which we have earned listening to the Dhamma, preaching Dhamma, may reach to the gods. May they very happy and peaceful. May they get good births in this birth cycle. May they attain final goal as soon as possible. Thinking in this way, say sadhu 3 times. All the departed ones may receive this merit. The sponsors to this Dhamma talk may receive this merit. The departed ones of those sponsors may have good births, and also may they be happy and comfortable in this birth cycle. May they reach to final goal as soon as possible. Thinking in this way, say sadhu 3 times. This merit reach to all the persons who join to this Dhamma talk. We transfer merits to all the people who has built this kind of place. The late Chief Venerable Dhammananda Thero and the devotees who have supported to this Buddhist Mahavihara may take this merit, and also the relatives who are connected to your life, this life and previous lives, may partake this merit. May they be happy, comfortable and peaceful life. There may be with all those relatives. May they attain final goal as soon as possible, and also you may have a good life from today. With the power of this merit, all the obstacles, difficulties may remove from your life, and all the good ambitions may be very fruitful and successful in this life. And also may you have good births in this birth cycle without having any difficulties and suffering. May you attain final goal as soon as possible with the support of this merit. Thinking in this way, say sadhu 3 times. Blessings. Abhivadana silissa niccang vaddhapacayino cattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha atho nibbana sampatti iminate samijjatu.
Thank you, Bhante. I think this very enlightening Dhamma sharing by Bhante this evening. So I guess we now know a little bit as lay people how we should be paying respects and why we should be paying respects to members of the Mahasangha, and also reciprocally how they will be able to respect us by their duties that they have to perform. So as Bhante mentioned, it's not about the person who's wearing the yellow robe or who's shaven, who needs respecting, but we have to look beyond that and to be able to also associate with them and have a relationship with them before we make an assessment of the person, right? So I think those are little nuggets that we have to take back this evening. This coming Sunday, which is 2 days away, Bhante will be talking on another very interesting subject that's called the Buddha's advice on diet. Okay?
Diet.
So people like me need to attend.
Yeah, please come for that also.
Yeah. So this Sunday at 10 a.m., Buddha's advice on diet. Okay. So and as I mentioned earlier, Bhante will be here till the 20th of August, and then he has to leave. But he will conduct a retreat, meditation retreat on mindfulness on the 17th and 18th of August. The posters will be out and the registration forms. So within the next couple of days, you can go on our Facebook pages or even our WhatsApp. If you're in the WhatsApp groups, please register for the retreat. So with that, thank you, Bhante, once again.
Thank you very
and
much.
we wish you all the best. And say sadhu, 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 sadhu.